Internet? It's Alyssa, and we're going to be talking about writing again today. I recently just completely blasted everything off of my laptop because it had Windows 10 on it and it was an older laptop, and so it was just running really slowly. And I only used that laptop to write, and so just the fact that I had to wait 15 minutes for it to reboot just so I could start writing was really aggravating me. So I just removed everything off of it and installed Linux Elementary on it. Because Linux, if you don't know, is an open source operating system. They have a bunch of different versions on it, whichever you want suits you best. Elementary is for Linux beginners mostly. It's really easy to use. You can see my desktop right here. It's got kind of like a Mac style dock. These are just pictures. I'm on my PC right now. If I scroll over here, I can see applications pop up. If I scroll over here, like I have other desktop windows pop open. But I wanted to talk about a writing program that I found on Linux. A lot of Linux apps are mostly open source because Linux is an open source operating system. So I just thought it was really cool. I used to work on a writing program that was called ZenWriter on my laptop when I was using Windows, and it was really cool. It would go full screen. You could put in typewriter sounds whenever you were typing. You could pick your background to help you focus. You could use like really soothing music just to like give you your preferred ambiance, just to help you focus. Put in headphones, just really get in the zone to help you write. So I was looking for something like that, and ZenWriter doesn't work on Linux. So I found Focuswriter, and you can see right here, this is my little icon. So I'm just going to go through these screenshots that I took on my laptop. So this is Focuswriter, and this is what one of my documents looks like. If you hover over the top toolbar, this top toolbar pops up, and if you hover over the bottom, oops, my bad. Okay, can't go away. Okay, and if you hover over the bottom, this pops up. So you can see I have two documents open. This is one novel that I'm working on, this is the other, and you can actually just keep these open. I don't ever actually close out of these. I just, when I'm done writing, I save them, I close out of the whole program. When I open this up again, they're still right there, and I can just switch between whatever I want to write. Your word count's right down there, and it actually keeps track of a daily writing goal. So you can set that in your preferences up here in settings, which I think is really helpful because I like to have daily writing goals, and it's kind of aggravating to just kind of keep checking down there to see how many words you've written. So settings, or tools, daily writing, it'll have a window pop up. You can see if you've met your goal, how many days in a row. Settings, preferences, and you can kind of set how you want to keep track of your daily writing goal. And then when you're not hovering over either one, it's just full screen like this. And you don't have to have a completely black background like this, and you don't have to have it in Courier font. You can just customize it however you want. Okay, and this is what I was talking about, the daily progress. I write on different mediums, so this is not accurate. Don't judge my daily progress. But this is your preferences. So, like typewriter sounds, I have that on. I really like them. They make me feel like I'm making progress. So, you don't have to do that. Now, ZenWriter, for Mac and Windows, you can have background music that's built into the program that kind of gives you that soothing ambiance. Focuswriter doesn't have that, but I really do like the typewriter sounds, and I do have Spotify on my laptop, so if I don't feel like just sitting there in the quiet with my typewriter sounds, I will listen to music. But I'm kind of just I'm not totally a music person, so I will just sit in silence and listen to my typewriter sounds. I'm fine with that. Daily goal, if you want to write, if you want to keep track of your daily goal by like timing yourself, it will time you, and you can just keep checking down there in the bottom of your window, and it's like it has a progress bar and a percentage, and it will let you know how long you've been writing for, and it will tell you like, and once you've hit 100%, it'll keep going, so it'll be like 150%, 200%, it'll just keep going. But I actually prefer to keep track of my daily progress with a word count, because I have a novel word count goals. And then this is how you can that daily goal streak count. And I actually like that window because I do want to try and keep a writing streak going. I write like I draw little calendars in my planners and stuff, and that actually really helps me, make me feel like I'm making progress whenever I do continue to write in Focus Writer for more than one day at a time. It makes me feel like I'm making progress. So you can make it remember your history, show streaks, and then if you feel like maybe your word count or your minimum minute that daily goal is a little too high for you, and that's like that's what you're really pushing yourself. If you want to set this to like 75%, like you have a minimum and then a maximum that you want to work between, like you can give yourself some leeway. So, and then you have statistics, so you can just like keep track of everything, and also like your page count algorithm. And a lot of people who are like just out of college know this pretty well, writing papers. 250 to 350 words is about one page in a novel, just because of the spacing and the font size on pages. I don't know why you would consider each letter a word. That's complete cheating. Anyway, spell checking. I need to uncheck this because my characters yell sometimes. But you can just add words to your personal dictionary, all that basic stuff. Toolbar. I mean, this is just personal, like customizing how you want things to look. It's just, I mean, shortcuts, that's all that basic stuff. This is your backgrounds, and I mean, you can see down here, you can scroll, there's a couple more options. This is, I mean, the basic of the basic, basically, what I chose. And then also you can pick your own and come over here and add that. So that's all about Focus Writer. And I'm actually, I was trying to download ZenWriter again so I could give you guys actually a little tour, but I forgot it wasn't free. It's actually about $18, which I don't think is that bad. I do remember paying for it. I just got excited about Focus Writer because Focus Writer was free, and then I blew out ZenWriter from my laptop because I forgot I paid for it. I didn't back it up. So I'm just going to go through their website real fast. It's a lot like Focus Writer. It goes full screen. You can make it real pretty, pick your background, and the title's at the top. You can, make headings and, all that ambiance, change the font color. And then also, Focus Writer, not that I know of, has this, but I haven't really fiddled around with it a whole lot. But ZenWriter does. You can create a table of contents, and it helps you kind of just click to where you need to go. So that's really helpful, especially when you are writing a crap ton in one space. Now, I kind of tend to go back and forth because I really like Google Docs. So I actually only have a part of my novel in Focus Writer right now, because most of it's in Google Docs. I actually will copy and paste this and stick it in Google Docs later on. This is just for when I want to get in the zone and listen to my typewriter sounds. But if you want to do everything in one place, it'll let you do this. And also, I mean, you can save as like whatever document you want to save as. I think it'll let you save as a Word document, and just whatever you need to save it as, it'll let you do that. So I believe that's it. This is also available for Mac and Windows. And he does keep updating it. He does this all on his own. Let's see. What's his name? Yeah. He does this all on his own. He makes apps by himself. He likes to just make apps that are soothing, emotional, and this app does have really good reviews. And I do recommend it if you don't want to completely remove everything from your computer and just use Linux. It is helpful to be able to just zone in and focus full screen with nice music and typewriter sounds and put in headphones so you can't hear anything else. I have 2 cats and I love him, but my boyfriend is so clingy sometimes and he demands attention like a child. So he can't tell when I'm writing and I need to focus. So there's that. I need headphones so he will stop talking to me. That doesn't work either, but whatever. And then there's Scrivener. I actually tried Scrivener. I believe it's very affordable. I think it's also about $20. You can download it on Amazon. My best friend got it for me for Christmas one year. And I kind of feel bad because I don't use it a whole lot. I tried to use it once. Yes, cookies, go away. And it's so complicated, and I don't do well with complicated. You can kind of tell that because I love Focusrite. So, Scrivener, I have a friend who loves Scrivener. She actually runs her own business. Runs an online editing business, and she writes novels, and we're both into like fantasy novels. I believe she's more into like epic lore, like Lord of the Rings kind of stuff. So I think her novels are like super complex, legit, thick, 2 C's. So let me just go through here. So Scrivener, so many notes. Like you have little note cards. You have all these like helpful documents on the side. You can keep things in like folders. Let's see, outlines. It's just like you have everything in all these places, and then you bring them all together in the center here. And I know a lot of people who write really complex, like huge universes with all this mythology, like this is where you want to be. You just put me on a new website and it takes me forever to find the buttons because I'm dumb. Sometimes you have to move paragraphs around. It's really helpful if you want to do that. Text editing presets, you can import. I've done this. I like to write in other programs. Like I've already said, I move around a lot, so you can import stuff. There's a corkboard, so you can like write down ideas. My best friend likes to do this. She writes ideas on note cards and she moves them around. Well, you can do that like here, so you don't have to use actual note cards. You can make an outline. I don't do outlines because I suck at them, but if they're your thing, go for it. If you don't do outlines either, there is a place to just spam your notes. Probably not the most organized way to do it if you're going to use something like this, because there's a lot going on here. You want to stay organized. This is for the people who have a lot going on, who need to be organized. So, side-by-side templates if you want to like see one draft and then another draft, or if you want to reference something like this is saying right here. I also forgot you can also do script writing. If you use something like Final Draft and you need something more powerful for like organization stuff, I know Final Draft does have like stuff like I already forgot what they were called. Index cards. Oh my god. Okay. Has like index cards, like similar functions like that in the program, that you can kind of move around, but I do believe Scrivener does it better. So I mean, if you really want to like dig in there, um, Scrivener does let you do that. It's pretty much got everything for every kind of writing. Oh look, it does do full screen writing too. I did not know that. Da, da, da. Yeah, so it does that. Makes it all pretty for you. Lets you really zone in. Um, it's just too complicated for me. Like I said, I'm not. I don't want to make it sound like I'm an idiot, but I get overwhelmed easily, and I mean, it comes with a tutorial and a manual because there's a lot going on. Um, and I went through it, I did, but I just like you need to take a, like, I'm a kind of person who needs to take a workshop on stuff like this, so, but, let's see, like, it just keeps going. There's so much in Scrivener. Set targets and watch your progress. Collections. Yeah, like you can set flags to get back to, like, bookmark things in your writing so you can go back to it. Yeah, there's so much here. And it's available on Mac, Windows, and in the Apple Store. So, I mean, if you want something that really, really does it all and really, really keeps you organized, I've tried Scrivener. It doesn't work for me, but I do recommend it if you're like huge into outlines, taking notes, moving stuff around, and you really need everything in one place. I'm not good at that. I fly by the seat of my pants when I'm writing, and I'm totally unorganized. And that works for me. I know it definitely doesn't work for everyone else. So that's Scrivener. You can get it off their website, but you can also just download it from Amazon if that's where you're at. And then also, and everyone knows about Google Docs, but I don't know if you guys know a whole lot about what it does, like from a novel writing aspect. So I love Google Docs because I'm super lazy. And what I mean by that is that if I'm laying in bed at 3 in the morning and I get a writing idea, I don't want to get up and grab my laptop. My laptop is literally on my nightstand right next to my bed. But I don't want to sit up. That's how lazy I am. I'll just grab my phone and write on my Google Doc app laying down. That said, the Google Docs app on my phone, once I hit about 50,000 words in my novel, it starts to lag really, really bad. So there's actually an app I use on my phone also called PureWriter. And you know what? Let me see if I can find it. Google Store. PureWriter. Is it? Yes, it is. Okay. So PureWriter. It's another one of those just real minimalistic. I mean, all I do is just I write what I want to, and then I copy and paste it when I'm done into my Google Doc on my phone, and that works for me. I just skip the lag. So if that's something you wanted, if you write on your phone, I do recommend this. It's free, it's super easy to use. The developer does update it a lot, and I do enjoy it. So that's what I do. But the reason why I use Google Docs is because another reason why I'm lazy is I have two computers. So I have my desktop where I'm at right now, and then I have my laptop, which I usually keep in my room. And when I'm at my desktop, I usually just write on Google Docs. And then when I'm in my room, I will use my laptop. Sometimes I will move around the house a little bit. I'll sit on the couch with one of my cats, and I'll write on my laptop in Focuswriter, and then I'll copy and paste and stick it into my Google Doc, mostly so that I can, next time I'm at my desktop and I want to write again, I can just open up Google Docs instead of having to go get my laptop. But also because I'm paranoid something's going to happen to one of my machines, so I like to have it on the internet forever. Um, so Google Docs, what I like is I love the outline over here. You can just quick click over here, and then also, let's see, and it does this automatically too, which I love. Also, you can insert. So what I did is insert table of contents. That's what this is. This is like a whole table, and you can also just do that. But I always do the table of contents last. And let's see. I like Google Docs because it's just an easy to use blah blah blah. What's it called? Writing processor. And I also enjoy it because my best friend is a writer, so we have all of our novels and writing projects in a shared folder. And what that means is that she can come in and tear my writing to pieces whenever she wants. And that's super helpful. It hurts, but it's super helpful. Let's see, does she say anything helpful? Like, that's nice? Hold on. Whatever, this is a great contradiction, Alex. Shut up. You know what, this is resolved. I'm not changing that one. Say something nice. Okay, whatever. We're not looking at this. Right, okay. Next one. I know a lot of people who are like fresh out of college or high school, they have like the student pack of Word, Microsoft Word, and they'll use that to write. My best friend Alex, she has that, and she uses Microsoft Word for a lot of her writing. I did not have Microsoft Word on my new laptop that I got, let's see, 3 years ago. I had it on my last laptop. My father got it for me while I was in high school, and he bought Microsoft Office Suite for me, so I had it all through college. Then again, that kind of writing processor wasn't really for me. It didn't help. It didn't really help me focus while I was writing creatively. But if that is something you like and you don't have Microsoft Word, LibreOffice is an open source writing program, and I will show you LibreOffice right here. And you can, let's see, actually, LibreOffice. So you can download the whole suite. It is, let's see, it's open source, it's free, it's just a bunch of people, I believe in Germany? I could be wrong, don't listen to me. But I mean, they're always updating it, they're always looking for the Document Foundation, I believe they're in Germany. Once again, don't take my word for that. They're always looking for ways to improve it. And this is also available on Linux. I'm not sure about Mac though. Yes, it is available on Mac. Sweet. Okay. But I mean, it's not just the writing processor. It's also got something like an Excel replacement, a PowerPoint replacement. I believe it even has something for formula editor, database, diagrams, presentations, spreadsheet, word processor. It's got everything. So once again, back to the word processor. It basically works exactly like Word. I mean, I believe things look a little different. They might be in different places, but I have had no problems ever. I have had it load a little slowly, Not on this machine because this is my gaming computer, so if anything loads slowly on this thing, I start to freak out and I fix it. But on my laptop that was a little older, it did load a little slowly. But you can save, let's see, save as. This is ODF, which is the default, what's it called? File type. I can't think of words today, but you can save it as a docx. You can also save it as a rich text document, or you can, let's see, and nope, go away. And you can also, this button right here, export it as a PDF. So whenever you want to do that, if you want, you don't go to save as PDF, which I believe you do in Word, you do this. But it works basically the same way. It's very helpful. It's completely free. And let's see. And if you ever want to know about LibreOffice, it's easy to look up, and they do take donations if you want to support them. But that's another writing processor that I have used. I use this one for writing my resumes and stuff like that. I do believe, let's see, they have templates. Do they have templates? Templates, here we go. So, let's see, what templates do they have? This is wrong. That's not what I wanted. So, can you download templates? Here we go. Okay, manage templates. Business letter, resume. So, I actually don't use these because I know I prefer to do my own thing. But, I mean, this is helpful. I use this to write my resume and cover letters and stuff like that. Tables. And I mean, all the same things you're used to with Microsoft Word. So, I mean, even if, actually, if you're in college and you're looking for something free, easy to use, just like Microsoft Word, just use Libre. Microsoft is so expensive and honestly overhyped. They get all the money anyway because everyone's using their operating systems. So, so just use LibreOffice. And I think that's all I have for you guys. I just wanted to go over some writing programs I've been thinking about. I was just excited that I found Focuswriter and I wanted to share, and then I was like, well, I've used all these other ones that I really liked. So I just wanted to help you guys out if you were looking for something. I'm always looking for something. I'm really picky. I always want the full screen typewriting sounds. I always want it to look kind of weird. I don't know. I know people don't like to stare at a dark screen with dark text in silence a lot of the time, but you do you. So that's all I have for today. You guys have a wonderful day, evening, morning, whenever you're watching this, and thanks so much. Happy writing. Bye-bye.